Why should you be playing Ninjala? Let me tell you. No, first let me show you why.
I'm gonna just break your guard right quick, then break your face right quick, and then turn around. Hey, that box looks suspicious. Come here. What's up, new boy? I want to talk to you too. I want to talk to you too. None of you can mess with me. If you see me in a fight with a grizzly bear, help the bear. That bitch gonna need it. Oh, okay, wait. Ooh, help the bear! Like I said, help the bear!
Ninjala is Nintendo's latest foray into the free-to-play market, and I won't lie, at first I wrote it off. I've never been one for Splatoon's aesthetic or shooter-adjacent gameplay, and upon first glance, Ninjala seemed to be offering more of that in spades. The cartoon avatars have always looked like what would happen if Nickelodeon decided to make a video game that wasn't absolute shit. And I'm sorry to Rocket Power on the GameCube, I love you, but if we were being real, you were bad. But if anybody knows me, they know how I am about any game that gives me the opportunity to throw hands. So when my girl downloaded the game to our Switch and insisted I try it out, I figured it couldn't hurt. It did. It hurt my pride. A lot.
Oh, okay, wait. Ooh, I didn't even see where he came from. Inazuma. You fucking weeb. I know when he found out, it's Ninjala. He was with it. Ninjala? Oh, yeah. It feeds my weeby soul. Goddamn weebs. I wasn't about to go out like that, though. Nah, especially not any weeby-ass wannabe Kakashi reject. Nobody that looked like Boruto in the face is gonna wash me, bro. Not for long.
Believe it!
I hit the lab and discovered that even though the game is simple, it's more complex than some would have you believe. If you don't know how to play and you step to me, you will get thrown across the battlefield. And that's why I'm here to help. I only wish to meet competent warriors. Now, the easiest way to explain Ninjala is fast-paced rock, paper, scissors. And that's gonna push some people away. Fighting games have notoriously high skill ceilings, so the idea that fights can come down to random chance can be off-putting. After putting some time into Ninjala, though, that's not exactly the case. There are a good amount of mechanics to augment combat that are very easy for a newcomer to overlook and get mollywopped because of it. But you have to know the rock, paper, scissors aspect to be able to play. There are 3 basic attack types: front, side, and back. You switch between these by moving the left stick on the Joy-Con in the corresponding direction. Now, front attacks beat side attacks but lose to back attacks. Back attacks beat front attacks, but they lose to side attacks. Side attacks then are effective against back attacks but lose to normal. If you can remember these, you're off to a good start, but you're not exactly equipped to fight and win as some scrubs would have you believe. There are 4 weapons to choose from nowadays since the latest update, each with 4 variations. There's the swords, the hammers, the yo-yo like trick ball, and the skateboards. Your playstyle will vary a bit depending on what you choose, but not by much. I'm a hammer main and I've been having fun watching all these trick ballers use their weapons wrong and run right into me. I'd argue that trick ballers have to utilize their distance, but so many players attack me head on not realizing hammers are close range counter-attack weapons. It makes for some satisfying e-pawns when someone gets too bold.
I think it was Theodore Roosevelt who said, walk lightly, talk with a big stick. I'm sorry, talk lightly, walk with a big stick. And this is my big stick. I got a big old stick and I'm swinging it everywhere. Now when 2 people attack with the same direction, it starts a clash. At first it may be a bit difficult to tell what's going on here, but again, it is more of the same rock, paper, scissors. You're looking to choose the winning direction against your opponent, and if you both choose the same direction, you simply clash another time. This continues until there's a winner, and in these situations you end up with an e-pawn. Alright, good old JR. Oh, it's a slobber knocker. Oh, that man has a family. That man has a family.
There are other things in battle that you're going to need to do in order to swat the competition away like flies, though.
The first thing is obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do it and get destroyed. Use your lock on. Press down on the Joy-Con's right stick and it will lock on. Do the same to the left stick and you'll switch targets. This is super useful for when you're surrounded or when you want to make sure that you'll hit your gum ninjutsu, which is the most powerful attack in your arsenal. It varies by weapon, so experiment and let me know if you eventually want to see guides on these things. Now, to defend, you need to blow bubbles with your left trigger. This bubble can stop most incoming attacks, barring guard breaks, specials, and gum ninjutsu. So remember, these are your options if you find a player that likes the turtle. It can also be used offensively using Gumshoot. Gumshoot is another varying class-based technique that turns your defensive bubble into a projectile with varying properties depending on the class, like I said. S-Burst is an advanced defensive technique that requires at least 5 bars of S-Energy and synergy. If you find yourself on the receiving end of a carnival-style juggle, you can hit this and get a chance to breathe. Be careful though, because if your guard is broken here, your weapon breaks as well. Now there is a base dash button assigned to the left bumper that can be good for quick movement. Note that this consumes a bar of S energy, so in order to create distance, you can use a modified version of this by blowing a defensive bubble and then dashing. For more offensive players, this can be used to close distance to gain the upper hand. This technique uses 3 bars of your S energy synergy, however, so you definitely want to think about using it before you use it. Now when things get hairy, or maybe even after you fought off a strong opponent, you can use gum morphing to hide and regain your health. It allows you to turn into a random object to bamboozle your opponents and maybe even get the drop on them. A camera, a frog, a banister, a railing. You never know what you're going to turn into. Hit that gum morph button and regain your health. Now here's where I want to talk about the customization. And I wanted to do so without talking about Ninjala's monetization methods, but the two are so closely tied that would be impossible. Everything available to you is so basic. Once you choose whether you're a boy or a girl, you can change your hair and maybe even add a few accessories. There are some cool outfits that you'll see floating around, but you'll get none of the good stuff without dropping some cash. Being that this is a free-to-play title, and a quality one at that, this isn't some kind of deal breaker for me. I realize the company has to make money somehow. I do, however, wish that players were given a bit more to work with initially. I mean, come on, we start with one outfit with 2 variations, baggy or devastatingly tight. The lobbies most times look like a boy band with one lead singer who obviously has the bank to buy himself a Gucci Ninja bucket hat. On top of all of this, there's the weapon skin system, which is just plain bullshit. Items can have different gums, which are essentially skins. That's cool and even to be expected, except for the fact that these skins are one-time use. Destiny 2 got chewed out for this when they applied this to their shaders, and after significant fan backlash, reversed that business decision. No matter how much people love Nintendo, I don't think anyone can justify one-time use cosmetics in a multiplayer game in 2020. You can acquire these gums through a gumball machine, which is just another way to say loot box. And of course there's the obligatory battle pass sold for $10, pretty standard fare for 2020. Even though these are a dime a dozen and should probably cost just as much, I'd say the pass is worth it if you're going to be spending an extended period of time on Ninjala. There are certainly people who will be, myself included. Ninjala isn't the deepest fighting game by any means, but it is tons of fun. Fighting game fans can look past the surface here and find something worthwhile, and I think that's what the FGC is really looking for. Unfortunately, the simplistic combat and Fortnite-style monetization are going to turn some people away. I'd give Ninjala a solid 7 out of 10 for what they have brought to the table here. I'm excited for this game's future as it just recently surpassed 4 million downloads. So what about you? Have you been enjoying Ninjala? What weapons have you been using? Are you trying to get these hands? Let me know in these comments. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to I Make Plays TV. Maybe check me out even on Twitch, where I've recently hit affiliate. The links to all my social media will be in the description, guys. Thank you for showing love to Team EMP, because I got love for y'all. EMP out.